Hey, vinyl community, Jeff back again. Figured I'd do a second video here today while I'm here, got the time. I just received in the mail 3 exciting new albums, exciting to me at least, that I guess I knew were coming. But anyway, the couple weeks ago, I got an email from Stryper's website. I get an email from them and it says, hey, these 3 vinyl records are available for order. I ran over there and they were all sold out. Well, I take it back. All but one of them was sold out. They had a package to buy all 3 for a special price that was sold out, and they had 3 individual ones, and they were all but one was sold out. And the email had went out 30 to 40 minutes before. So within 30 to 40 minutes of them announcing it, they were all gone. I didn't buy the other one because I was frustrated. I waited literally another 5 minutes and then I refreshed the page and it was gone. So I was kind of confused because I was kind of wondering where these albums came from. Let me go back. I'm going to tell the story a little bit as to why there was a little confusion to this. Last year, these same 3 albums were released as gold disc editions by Girder Music. We're talking Reborn, 2005, Murder by Pride, 2009, I believe, and then their covers album called Covering from 2011. They were reissued by Girder Music, legitimately purchased a licensing, paid buku bucks to purchase a licensing from Big 3 Records, 100% legitimate reissue. Gold disc edition, so it's got that, fancier gold discs. They came with trading cards like Girder is known to do. Top-notch releases. But then there, if you're not familiar, there was a little controversy on Facebook where the band, I guess mainly Michael Sweet from the band, made a comment about how these releases were kind of, I don't want to put words in anybody's mouth, but he wasn't happy with the fact that this label released albums by his band that he didn't release, which anybody could do, and he admitted anybody can do it. You just buy the licensing and you release them. The licensing had been bought for these by the Church of Vinyl last year, and they released, not this, but they released these on vinyl year before that. You buy the licensing. They're not owned by the band, but anyway, it was a big stink. Frustrated. It kind of tarnished Greg at Girder in some people's eyes. There was a big fights and stuff over the internet on it. So all of a sudden, these 3 albums show up on vinyl on the Stryper site. Had me scratching my head. I'm like, okay, how? Well, anyway, that's what we got. They came in the mail. Anyway, so they were all sold out. I'm kind of frustrated. I'm like, oh well. In the back of my mind, I'm still wondering who put them out and can I get them online somewhere else other than the Stryper site. So I'm kind of looking around. I'm not seeing anything. Nobody's announcing anything. So I reached out to a friend of mine who's involved in the music scene and has a YouTube channel here too. But and I confirmed that they were released by Girder Music. He said, yeah, they'll be on Girder's site eventually. Right now, Stryper's selling them. So they are Girder, same as the CDs, Girder Music. Limited run vinyl. I think, did I read it was like 300 copies of each? There's not a lot. They're selling fast. Anyway, about a couple weeks later, probably maybe a little over a week ago, 2 weeks ago, I get another email that Stryper has these albums again. So I pounced and bought them, and they haven't sold out of that second batch yet. So I went ahead and bought them from Stryper. Again, I'm looking to support the band. I love Girder too. I support Girder too. And now, as of this past weekend, Girder has them on their site. So Stryper has had 2 batches to sell, and now Girder is selling them direct, and the price is the same. So I didn't feel like I'm not getting any difference in price there. So real briefly, 2005, 2009, 2011 albums. Covering has never been on vinyl. These 2, as I have mentioned, have been. This one was on vinyl by Big 3. I had the original vinyl. It was clear. It was in a weird case. It had a poster. When I bought the one on Church on Vinyl, I sold that one because I'm not one of those ones that has multiple copies necessarily. Now I'm regretting it because now I have multiple copies because I have the Church on Vinyl. These are colored. And this one is the black and yellow, kind of a not splatter, not really swirl, kind of a swirl, but anyway. So you got that. Again, it's all top notch. I need to put some plastic sleeves in here too. I like polyline sleeves. Lyrics and that, and similarly to the original edition, these come with posters. There was a poster with the original of that, so slightly different poster. I think the original poster that I had with the original Reborn was the album cover, which has all the smeary stuff like that. So yeah, anyway, so Reborn remastered for vinyl. That's the other thing. I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I'm not saying anything I don't know. I haven't looked, but you know, when Church of Vinyl released them, were they remastered for vinyl or they just put digitally over? I don't know. But they specified here remastered for vinyl. Yellow and black swirl with a 24 by 24 poster. Now I do have 2 copies, so you know, whether I'll sell the Church of Vinyl, I don't know. I mean, whatever. Could collect them. Murder by Pride features Tom Schultz on guitar for Peace of Mind when they did Peace of Mind. Because if you're not familiar, Michael Sweet did a short stint as the singer for Boston in this time period. So when they did this album, he did a cover of Peace of Mind on here, and they had Tom Schultz of Boston come over and do it. So again, lyrics and everything here. This one is on a black, clearish yellow with black splatter. Standard cover type stuff here. Comes with the poster also. Hopefully you can see all of that on here. Alright. And then the covering is the album they did in 2011 with all the cover tunes. So, you know, they covered songs by bands that they grew up that were very much influenced to them. Set Me Free. I won't even tell you who the bands are. You should know these bands, right? Set Me Free, Blackout, Heaven and Hell. Carry On My Wayward Son. I'm not going to read them all. Highway Star, Over the Mountain, On Fire. And then they do one original song called God. So, and you can look it up. If you're not familiar with this album, it's great. Yeah, kind of a little comic book strip here, which I'm going to have to read it again because I don't know if it's part of it. I don't know. I'm not getting the impression. I don't know. I'm not getting the full story by reading that little blurb. And I won't even show this, but the poster is that, which, kind of a letdown. Because I'd rather have a picture of the band or something. I mean, to be totally brutally honest, I'm not a huge fan of this artwork. I think I'm not a big fan of this. It's supposed to be comic bookish, but I don't know. I'm not going to say anything negative. It's just I've never been real keen on it. So the poster is just, maybe it's part of a story that I'm missing somehow. But anyway. There is that. So, this is nice to have because we finally have a vinyl edition of this. So there you go. 3 Stryper albums. It goes along with the 3 gold discs. And the fact that Stryper sold 2 big batches of these to their site, I have to assume things are mended between them and Girder Music. I hope. I hate an inward frustrations like that, and I hate when people's good reputations get tarnished for things like that. And I'm hoping that they've bounced back and everything's fine. I still wholly support Stryper. I wholly support Girder Music with everything they put out for the most part. So anyway, just wanted to share great stuff. If you're a Stryper fan, you need to jump on these fast because there are only a few hundred of these. And yeah, great stuff though. Thanks a lot for watching though. I'll be back. Rock on and rock hard.